Shardvixen here. It's kind of late. My neck hurts. I wanted to show you I did my hair again. I don't know if you guys can see how pretty pink it is. It's a red pink I did. Let's just do the vlog like this. So, I'm so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Okay. My daughter wants me to do it to this side. She likes this color better than this side. It's hard to do this with just one hand. Alright, so I like it better this way. That's how I pull it over all the time. But so it's got these purples and stuff. Anyway, this is my topic vlog, and the topic vlog is gifts. Now, psychologically, giving gifts and receiving gifts is all about the giver. It has really not a whole lot to do about the person receiving the gifts. But our society doesn't look at it that way. Our society looks at it, and I'm sure a lot of gift giving was generated by the economy, you know. Oh, because you just can see how that has over a period of time gone, where Valentine's Day probably had little stuff to do, and now it's an actual holiday that the supermarkets start putting out right after Christmas. Same thing for Easter. Now Valentine's is over, Easter is up, St. Patrick's is mixed in there. So, but I like getting gifts. But they don't have to be gifts that people buy. You can make me gifts. I love getting gifts. I love people sharing me their art. I love people who want to share me things that they like. I like people who, just want to share with me. That's what I like. Now, here's the thing about, though, is I once had to be a beggar. I was homeless, and my son is slurping over there. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but he's driving me nuts. Anyway, so I had to beg for a period of time in my life. And it's really hard to beg. So I don't beg, alright? I won't ask other people for money. I mean, I've done it more than once in my life. I had a GoFundMe for a while to let people who wanted to help me and my family move when we got in a kind of a bind. And the people helped, but it was a relative of my daughter's that helped. So that or people we knew, but not just people. And when I had to beg on the street, I wasn't very good. I found that the best way it worked is if I just instead of asking people for money, because if I ask people for anything, they don't give it to me. Okay, but unless they know me, if we've known each other for a while and I ask them, depending on what it is, sometimes I can get it. But for the most part, if I never ask and I just say I'm in trouble, people are more likely to give me things. And that's how my begging went. If I just put a cup or a bowl or a hat or whatever, and I sat there and I didn't really look at people, I didn't even have to have a sign. I just sat there. People would come by and drop change in, which was really nice. One time, me and my kids were sitting on the side of the road eating ice cream. We were eating ice cream, so obviously we had money. But this lady walked up and said, "Here," and gave me $20 and told me to go buy my kids something to eat. I guess ice cream's not considered food. Maybe they looked hungry. I don't know. They probably was very shocked. I was like, "No, lady, I don't need nothing to eat. Here, you take it back." She's like, No. Go get them something to eat. And I looked at us. I mean, we didn't look like we were, like, in dire need. But, again, the giver somehow needed to give that money. And I happened to be there is how I always see it. Same thing for, like, Christmas stuff and things. I've had, oh, shit, am I running? I've had people give me money for Christmas to get my kids stuff. They're always very quiet about it, and they give me a Christmas card, and then they say, don't open anything till after work, or don't open anything till later, and get home and open it, and there'd be quite a bit of money in there. And then I wouldn't see that people for a while in person, and then when I did see them, you know, and I went to go say thank you, they're like, I don't want to, you know, it's okay, don't thank me. So when I started my channels, one of the things I thought was kind of intriguing is the fact people made things to YouTubers. I thought that was really intriguing. I need puppets. If anybody out there makes puppets, mail me some puppets. Preferably puppets that don't have any hair or anything, so I could put hair on them. But if you want to send me your princess, I have a dragon puppet. I have a princess puppet. I have puppets that I'm going to incorporate into my puppet thing. But you know, it's like sometimes the things you need will show up. Other times, the things you need never show up. And you have to struggle so very hard. And I couldn't keep myself fed when I was a beggar. One of the guys who showed me how to beg and then showed me how to do a couple cons, he was always like, you can eat out of the garbage. And he would pull stuff out of the garbage. And I was so white middle class, I couldn't eat out of a garbage can. It was the hardest thing in the world to eat food from a garbage can. And I've been hungry. I mean, like, really hungry, where I didn't eat for 2 or 3 days and still had such a hard time eating food from a garbage can. Or food, it was easier when I went to the mission and would get food. But still, that still had that ring to it that somehow there was this internal voice that said you are a pitiful person. And don't take this wrong if you've ever also had to eat out of garbage cans or dumpster dive or do any of that stuff. This has nothing to do with you. It's just how my brain, which was my mother or my father's voice talking to me, because I came from an upper middle class family, that was, you didn't do that kind of stuff. It would be better for me to die on the side of the road from lack of food than to beg for food or to dig through garbage cans. And so that's how I knew that being homeless and free was not something for me. I had to reevaluate my life and decide, you know, what I really needed to do if I couldn't survive on the streets by myself. And I couldn't. I had lots of people helping me. People that did the cons, you know. Ones that are kind of mean. Cons are mean anyway, but the ones where, you know, they tell me, they're rich, they can afford, you know, to lose a couple $100. But we don't really know that, do we? So, getting back to, though, I like gifts. And so when I was begging and you'd get somebody walk by and they'd say, let me buy you a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee, so that was always hard. But let me buy it, because I'd say, I don't drink coffee. And then they get mad because I was somehow being picky when I don't have a thing and be picky. But why spend money on getting me something that I'm not going to be able to do? Like I said, drinking coffee is really hard for me. It's such a god-awful taste. If I put enough sugar in it, then it tastes like sugar and I can drink it. But that's the other thing, is people get mad when you don't like their gifts, or if you don't show the right appreciation for their gifts. Like they went out of their way to do this for you, and then you don't be appreciative. And I always worry about that with my YouTube channel, that I'm not being appreciative. So you have to tell me, if you were to donate to me, or if you were to send me something, you have to say, I really want you to give me a shout out, or I really want you to tell people that I did that, or I really want this. Because I'm not going to do that. If I sent you a gift, I don't really need people to know I sent you a gift. It's not a big deal for me. It's not my thing. But there are people out there that is their thing, and so they need to, like, let me know. Is this vlog about you guys giving me gifts? No, it's just about something about me I was thinking about, because I want to open a Patreon. I'm not opening it yet, so, you know. I want to open a Patreon, but I want to exchange parts of me, my art, and things that I make to you guys as gifts that you would be turning back in a fun way with points or shards or Vix Bits, I think is what we're going to end up calling them, Vix Bits. And we're the peanut factory over there is making a comment. You like the Vix Bits? So, And you will earn those, and then you'll go to a website that'll have a store on it, and you will exchange the Vixbit for things that I've made. Is that because I want to be an artist and I want to? Not really. It's because I want you to watch the things I'm making, the things I'm doing, the animation. I know you're like, there's no animation on your channel. There is. There's bits and pieces, but there's going to be one soon, and then there's going to be more. And then pretty soon, there's going to be more, and then there's going to be more as I get better and better at it. You know, and I want you guys to watch that. I want you to watch it ad-free. I want you to, you know, enjoy it. And so I want us to have fun. And that's my gift, is having fun. I want to have fun with my channel, and I want to have fun with you guys, and I want you guys to have fun with me. So, you know, I'm old. I get that. I don't have the nice, pretty, red, puffy lips. I have really little, tiny lips. I'm not overly gorgeous. I'm beautiful in my own right, but as you can see, my face, again, having botchy problems. I'm not talented. Not like, I'm going to name some people I watch, like Ivy Mike and those beautiful shots he does. Or Savjaz and those clips that he makes. Or Gaming Mike and how witty he is and humorous he is. Or Genghis Ron with how witty and humorous he is. I'm not that way. I'm just me. That's just me. And I'm quirky and I'm odd and I'm weird. But I love to make things for other people. I like to share what I have with other people. I like to share what I know with other people. I like to comment about things. So that's why I decided to do the vlogs. Do a lot of people watch them? No. Do I care? No. Of all the stuff I put on, sorry, got the itchies. Of all the stuff I put on my channel, the vlogs are the one thing I probably don't really care if anybody watches. Because they're more like a video diary, you know, of things for me. And then later on, maybe down the road, if I get ever too sick or should die, and my kids want to go back and look at things, they'll be able to say, yeah, that was exactly how my mom was. Or my grandma was. That's exactly how Izzy mom was. She would do that. Yeah, I could see that. So that's my connection with my channel. And then but how do you do a channel when just being able to survive is a struggle? My daughter takes very good care of me. But there isn't a whole lot of that stuff that makes life a little better or easier. And some days it feels like we're in a downhill slide. Woo, and there's no end in sight, but we know there's going to be this off the edge and where we're going to go from there. And then other times, you know, it's nice and it evens out and everything's good. And a few times we're heading to the sky and it's grand. I'd like to be able to, I've always gotten help and I've always gotten gifts. And I've always been appreciative of people that do that. But I don't want to get things where people feel like I have to be appreciative. And I don't like where people control you with gifts. And I've had that experience in life as well. You know, if you behave yourself, you'll get this. And as an adult, I've had that done to me. And sometimes the government's that way. You know, if you do what we say, you get your money. Otherwise, you're not going to get your money. The SSI is like that. That's why it's taking so long. But to get back at the idea of gift giving and getting gifts. So when people give gifts, they usually give gifts they think the other person's going to like. Most of the time, psychologically wise, it's gifts they would like to receive, which is always funny to me. But it's similar in that, you know, like, so I've got me and my friend Joe, and Joe and I both like video games. So Joe's going to give me a video game because Joe likes to get video games and he knows I like to get video games. But he doesn't really know which video games I might possibly like. Or maybe he thinks he does because we play the same games together. But if given a choice, would you rather have a video game or cash? Or would you rather have a video game or this as a gift? I like to get gifts, you know, for my birthday or Christmas or stuff. Or either the things that someone else thinks I might like. I'm fine with that. Or getting gifts that are things I wouldn't necessarily be able to get for myself. So, like, my daughter got me a gift card to go to Red Lobster. And I have to say I was really disappointed. It wasn't like the Red Lobster last time I went, which was over 10 years ago, so it changed a lot. But I wanted to have seafood. Nobody in my house eats it, so my daughter bought me a gift card, and we went for Christmas. She got a really great deal because she works in the restaurant, and one of her jobs is in the restaurant industry, so she knows people, and was able to get a good gift card. And we went, the whole family, and we had a night of it, and I really enjoyed it because it's something I couldn't get myself. Sometimes my daughter will get me gifts she knows I'll like, but I wouldn't necessarily ever buy myself. Like maybe, trying to think of one. Maybe a little unicorn stuffy. I don't buy them for myself anymore. I did for a while, but I don't anymore. My kids give them to me for Valentine's Days and Easter and things, birthdays and things like that. I love my stuffies, my little unicorn stuffies. I'm gonna, hopefully maybe this week I'll take some pictures of them and put them on my Discord. They've gotten me through some tough times, like MRIs and scary pregnancy stuff and things like that. So gifts like that are really, they mean things. And then, of course, there's those gifts where people never put any intention or any thought into them. They just picked them up and gave them to you. I like those, too. Those are cool as well. I like gifts because it shows you that person's thinking about you. Now, if a person gives you a gift because they feel bad, that's a different thing. And that has nothing on me. That's them. That's totally the giver thing. And I've had people do that where they felt bad because their life was so good and my life wasn't. But I didn't see that my life's bad. They saw it that way. But I didn't see it that way. So they give me a gift, you know, to improve my life. And that's how they say it. You know, here's, you know, $100. Go buy yourself some clothes because we know that you don't, you know, you can't afford to buy clothes and you really need to get clothes and you'd look so much better if you had clothes. I had some lady give me $50 worth of makeup once. and the little card said, you would be so beautiful if you just put a little makeup on. Lady, I got a face issue. Can't put makeup on my face issue. And even when I was younger, I loved putting makeup on, but I didn't think you had to wear it every single day. It's a mask. It's like the other part of me coming out. So, you know, but then there are people who don't like getting gifts, and I get that. I mean, well, I understand it. I don't get it. I understand that they don't like getting gifts. I don't understand why they don't get in gifts. I mean, psychologically, I kind of know why they don't get in gifts. Because people see gifts, a lot of people see gifts as a connection to that person, that somehow you owe them something. So, and I get caught up in that too. So somebody gives me a gift, I'm like, oh, that person took time to give me a gift. I'm going to give them a gift. You know? And that can get to be where you're feeling this anger and despair because you don't really like that person enough to give them a gift. But they gave you one, so you feel bad because we're brought up in society that if someone gives you something, you give them something back. Otherwise, you owe them. I don't see that with gifts. You give me gifts, I'm not going to see that I owe you a gift back. But if you give me a gift, I might feel that you like getting gifts, so I might want to give you a gift back. You know, so, because it's fun for me. If I know somebody or I know something that somebody likes, I'll draw them a picture. If I know, you know, trying to think of some, you know, if somebody says to me, I really like unicorns, and I got a unicorn, and you know, I'm not really using it, it's not really part of my collection or whatever, I'll give them a unicorn. I remember I had a friend who was collecting, well, not a friend, but acquaintance who liked to pick things up and put them in her pockets when she went. So I always had this box of stuff that was kind of like it was hidden, but not hidden, so she could pick stuff up and go out. Well, when she finally got that taken care of, she said, I always knew that you knew that I was taking stuff, but I felt like you were giving me that stuff as a gift. And I said, I was. You don't have to give any of it back. But if you stole anything out of my house that you thought I might want to keep, I'd like those back. You know. But it should never cost more than how you want to feel about it. You should not give somebody $100 gift. First of all, if you don't have the money. Second of all, because you don't feel like they deserve the $100 gift, or because it makes you uncomfortable to do so, but you feel like you should. No, you shouldn't do that. Anyway, so I like getting gifts. It's just part of me. It's not saying I'm asking you for any. I'm just saying I like gifts. And I won't ever feel bad if somebody gives me a gift. If you make a big deal out of it that I somehow should be feeling more thankful, I might ask you not to give me gifts over a period of time, because that a gift should not be attached to anything. It should just be freely given for the love or like or admiration or the happiness that it gives you. Alright, so I'm out of here. Next week, of course, is Rambling 101. Can't tell you what it is because it's rambling when I feel like it. But this is going to come out late today. I had some issues with my tablet. But I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. I'm out of here.